Hello, welcome to the Slate podcast, the podcast where we talk about movies, music, and media. I'm Dariel, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
What's up? It's your boy, Jorge M. Gonzalez, and we're here joining us all the way from Florida.
That's right. And go ahead.
From Florida, representing Florida, the state of Florida.
What's his name?
Thanks,
okay.
Jeff.
Thank God.
So, yes, I know I look ridiculous. Let me
You
just
look
do
very
that.
ridiculous.
Okay, that's better. Jeff, you were saying just before we started that I look really good. I think you were like, Dariel, I'm envious.
Dariel, you look like a worship singer. You look like you help the youth. You look like you look.
Dariel definitely starts campfires with just pure wood.
You look like you treat women right.
The fire just starts.
Yeah.
Dariel, you look like you give to charity. Dariel, you look like you keep your shoes clean.
What?
Dariel, you look like you meal prep every Saturday.
That's you.
Dariel, you look like you condition your hair every 3 days.
Okay. All right. This is the Slate podcast. We're here to break a couple of things down. Let me do it to the microphone. Thank you for joining us. Seriously, we're just here to talk about some comic books and movies occasionally. Today's topic, I'm gonna take this off actually because you guys are too much.
Oh Lord, maybe you should put it back on.
Yeah, put it back on.
No, it's okay.
It's clean. I like the hat.
Dariel's
the
favorite
hat.
song is "Hey Soul Sister."
I look good. Somebody defend me. Somebody defend me. There's new Supergirl movie, James Gunn's, or new DC. He didn't direct it, but
You might as well.
the new Supergirl movie is about to come out. So we thought we'd break down.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Yes.
the movie.
The movie's not called
the
that.
movie.
The movie's called.
Oh, they removed it from the title.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the movie Supergirl is based on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't watched the movie, you want to know what the comic's about, or if you have watched it and you want to see what the comic was about, if you have read it or you haven't read it, doesn't matter. We're going to go through the whole story and break it down and give you our thoughts on the comic. So yeah, let's start real quick with, I guess, actually let's give our impressions of the comic. Like, what did you guys think? Like, let's give it a score. Go ahead, George. It's fresh in your mind.
Yeah, I literally shoved this book into my brain 4 hours in. 4 hours to read this whole thing. I feel like I've experienced an entire life.
And you just finished it like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I literally did. Yeah.
I had some time to think about it. But Jeff, like, what's your overview of this comic?
In my score?
Yeah, give your score. Let's do that.
Okay. Out of 10, I think I'll give this book 7.
Whoa.
I almost want to lean into an 8. Now, mind you, I'm not like a heavy comic book reader. I have read comic books. The last comic book I read was The Ultimate Spider-Man run by Jonathan Hickman. The first half. I have to finish the second half. The issues 13 to 24.
Great story.
Yes. I guess without going too deep into it right now, right?
Yep.
I think it was what I take away from it is that just visually, the biggest strength for this comic book is the visuals, the art. I have the credits right here. The art was by this artist. Her name is Blakey's Everly.
Yes.
The comic book was also written by Tom King. Fun fact, he intended this to be 12 issues. That's usually how long a standard run is. Mm-hmm. But apparently DC was like, no, nobody's going to buy Supergirl. And it's funny how the world works.
That's right. That's right. Don't understand.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Superman. I'm even less of a fan of Supergirl. I'm like, all right, Supergirl. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was a fun comic visually. I regret that I read it on the phone. I think this would have been a better read, better experience on the actual book, reading the comic book. But yeah, I take away that the art was the best thing from it that I enjoyed.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go next. I'll give it an 8. Only because the format of the story, just so you guys, if you don't know, is a revenge story. It's somebody who's going after somebody who killed a personal loved one. And I'm not typically a super fan of revenge stories. But this was pretty good, and it kind of plays with your expectations as well, which we'll get into. So I'll give it an 8. It's pretty good.
I'll give it an 8.5. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I felt like it was a journey, honestly, and I like how it was narrated. I like how it was told from the perspective of the other girl in this book, which we'll get into later. But the themes explored and like the perspectives of how Supergirl and Kryptonians are like seen through other people's eyes are pretty interesting to me, and they always play around with that. Like even in this book, they play around with the whole like, oh, she's faster than a speeding bullet, stronger than a locomotive. Like those are like legends heard throughout space, right? And it's a good read of like what defines a super man or a superwoman, you know. And I think that's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, I like what you said, that it does play with the legend of Supergirl. It's almost like you know this stuff about her, and you've heard stories. Some of them are true, some of them are not. And she's kind of like, I'm just here to tell you my experience. Yeah. I got to spend a lot of time with her, and I saw her through this, like in this phase, in that phase, and I can only tell you what I saw, like an eyewitness testimony. And whatever you've heard of her, this is my account of it. And I like that, like you said, like these are what people know about her. It's like, oh, she's this big famous person, and you're getting an account from somebody that spent a lot of time with her. So it's not really told from her perspective. It's told through the perspective of her girl,
Ruthie.
How do you say it?
Ruthie.
Okay.
I thought it was
Ruthie.
Ruthie, like Kanye.
Raya.
But with
So
what?
Tom King said Ruthie, but apparently he also, in the same interview, he said Ruthie. Apparently he based it on his niece. So I guess either one would work. Okay. Yeah. I mean, when I was reading it, I was like, oh, Ruthie. At least that's what
I read it as Ruthie.
Ruthie. That would work. That could
That
work.
was like
too.
Raya.
Right. Whoa.
There's no what?
You
added letters in.
R-A-Y and then some other letters at the end.
added and switched letters.
I don't know. R-A-Y and then some other
He
stuff.
made up a new story.
Yeah.
A couple of just info. The comic came out in June 2021 and went all the way to February 2022. And it has a critic score of 8.4. So it's like right where what George gave it, like an 8.5.
Yeah.
Like nerds give it, like George, fully a nerd. And the user rating is actually 7.8. So it's around a B, or an 80%, which is not bad. But it's interesting that the new movie is based on this comic. So I do wonder why they keep and what they don't keep from the movie. So if you guys subscribe, maybe we'll do a review on the Supergirl movie as well when it comes out.
Actually, I've been watching the World Cup on TV. Shout out to the World Cup. And they've been showing some of the TV spots for Supergirl.
Yeah.
And today I watched one of the TV spots and I immediately recognized one of the scenes from the comic. And I don't know if this is like a spoiler. I mean, it was on a trailer on the TV spot, but like it looks like the third act of that movie might be the same in that ship from the comic, but I won't get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But
no, that's cool.
Like,
It looks like it looks similar, but I feel like this is going to be a lot different from it. And I wonder how complicated the story will be because, to be honest, the story for this, I feel like it's very simple. I mean, it's not very complicated. We'll get into it. Okay, so let's start with the first issue, which is called Men, Women, and Dogs. I'm going to read a
spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers ahead. For the comic, not for the movie. So
unless we say something and it tracks with the movie, then spoilers for the movie.
Spoilers for the movie, possibly. Again, I think the movie is just loosely based on this.
Yeah,
but it's cool. The synopsis or the summary is: on an alien world in the countryside, a farmer is murdered by a duplicitous guest. How do you say that, George?
Duplicate. Wow, that's a big word.
That's a big by a malicious guest.
Yeah.
Right, creme of the Yellow Hills, an agent of the local king, leaving a sword in the farmer's gut before running away. The farmer's daughter. Oh, I was wrong how it's spelled. Ruthie Ruth. I thought it was
That's what we were saying,
I thought it was R-A-Y.
I don't know how
No,
you
it's
think
R.
it's
The name is spelled
I think it's
R-U-T-H-Y-E.
A little dumb.
So the farmer's shut up. The farmer's daughter, who was just killed, finds the scene of her father's murder and swears vengeance upon the king's agent. So so basically in the first issue, we start off with the farmer's dad, the farmer being killed, and the daughter finds him with the sword in his gut, and she's like, "This is my dad! Oh my god!" And she wonders about the sword, why it was left in there, and she swears that she's gonna find Cram and kill him. Even though she has a lot of brothers, the mom is kind of like, "Okay, if you must do this, go ahead and do it and be safe." And then she takes off to find somebody to kill Cram. She's like, she knows she can't do it herself, but she will hire somebody. And then we have that scene at the bar where she's talking to somebody, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for the sword." And then she's like, "I'll go with you." And she's like, "I got it. Like, I'll just consider it that he's killed." And he doesn't want to let her go with her. And that's when we meet Supergirl, who's there on her 21st birthday getting drunk. Because that planet is a red sun.
The red
planet,
sun, yeah.
which means it weakens her, which is not like completely weak, but she's basically
It makes her
like
normal. Like you can
normal,
get drunk and all that stuff.
Yeah, she bleeds. She's like, "Oh, I'm bleeding." Like when she fights.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then she fights that guy, and I'm pretty sure that scene is probably gonna be in the movie. I feel like that's probably one of the trailer
That was
scenes when she's
some
like,
of the trailer scenes. Yeah.
you guys think that's the scene when she's like in the trailer? She's like, "Guys, I don't think you guys want to do this,"
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, that's
I was like, I mean, in that trailer, in all the promotions, she's wearing that, what's it called? A cloak, right? The brown cloak that she wears in this first issue. And, she even wears it in the Superman movie, too, as well. But I've heard all this stuff of, like, they're describing, like, oh, she's drunk because she was on a red sun planet and stuff, which is obviously in this story. What I like about this beginning is it feels like the start of a legend, like a poem or something that you would read from like Greek mythology, and even the way it's drawn, it shows like silhouettes of the farmer being stabbed by Cram and stuff, and I think that's really that's really cool. Here, I'll show it to you.
I'm gonna have to put pictures up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
check that out.
yeah, that's her.
Beautiful. And this is a sick cover too. by
Oh
way.
yeah, the
Sick
cover.
alternate
Yep.
But I think that's cool, and then obviously we start with the narration from Ruth Kanye. I don't know how to say her name. And what's interesting, I'll touch on this later. How she talks, like her vernacular, is very what's it called?
Who? Ray?
Huh?
Raya?
Ruth.
Ruth.
Gay.
Ruth.
Ruthie,
Yeah,
Ruthie.
Ruth. I don't. Yeah, Ruth. You mean how she talks? Yeah.
No, it's very. What is that?
Like
called?
Shakespearean, right?
Shakespearean almost. Yeah,
It reminded
it's
me
almost-
of Thor a little bit.
Yeah.
At the beginning, when Thor at the beginning.
That's the word. Regal. She sounds regal.
Regal, yeah.
Yeah. So later on, that develops in a way, and I want to touch on that later. But with her narration, the art, and the way everything's like set up for us feels like a legend is about to be told.
Yes.
So I think that's really cool.
How we find her. And I'll say two more things that happen in this first issue. One is she says, like at the very beginning, "Oh, when me and Supergirl found Cram and killed him," she says something. So she's saying at the very beginning, we do find him and we do kill him.
She
Like
spoils
says.
the ending.
She spoils the ending. It's
pulls
kind of
Hamilton.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. In Hamilton, Hamilton. Iron Bird says, "I'm the damn fool that shot him."
Yeah.
So at the beginning, he said, "I kill him." So she's saying at the very beginning, we found her and we found him and we killed him, which is funny because I was like, okay, so you kind of take the mystery out of it. And then the thing is, the way this issue ends, she follows Supergirl because she says, "I'm not helping you." She's about to get on her ship, Supergirl, and Ruth goes up to her and she's like, "You need to help me." And then Cram shows up with this other dude.
The dude from the bar.
The dude from the bar that Supergirl beats up, and he starts like shooting arrows, and he hits Supergirl, and she gets like hit with an arrow, like and then freaking what's the dog's name?
Crypto.
Crypto is there, and he tries to defend, and then they freaking hurt him.
Yeah,
He gets shot with the arrow.
By the way, I don't think they explain it. I was like, is he dead? Like, did Krypto just die at the very beginning?
Yeah. I think it's in the second issue. Maybe it's still in this issue. I don't know. But I feel like they were like, yeah, so like she tried to fight him. She got shot, and then Krypto got shot. And then we tried to help Krypto. Didn't work.
They don't show the details in the first issue. It's in the next issue where you learn what happened.
Krypto gets hurt, and then Supergirl's about to freaking kill Krem, but somehow he gets on her ship, on Supergirl's ship that she's about to leave, and he takes off. So then she takes off, and Supergirl is left there. She's hurt. Krypto is hurt, and then they don't know what to do. And that's the end of the first issue.
Yeah.
I like how it's almost not really, but it's almost unpredictable. Like you're in a moment where you're like, shit, what do we do? You know, like Krypto shot, Supergirl shot 3 times, and the villain just got away in a ship, and we have no idea where he freaking went.
Presumably, I thought she was going back to Earth, so I was assuming that he was that because she said it's an automatic takeoff, so that's how he's able to, like, the ship is about to take off, and then he takes off. I'm like, oh, he's probably going to Earth, so they have to find a way to get to Earth. I guess spoiler alert, they never go to Earth. The whole time I was thinking this was gonna end in Earth. Is a completely universal.
I didn't have that impression, mainly because looking at the art, it looks like a galaxy story. So I was thinking like, yeah, no Earth.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So like one of the whole reason why Supergirl goes into this journey is because of Krypto, right, and all that. In the I wonder what they're gonna do in the movie, because they're not gonna show Krypto get shot by arrows in the movie.
Yeah,
there's no way. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
Yeah. So in the first trailer for Supergirl, it does show like I got to do something for Krypto or whatever. And
okay, so he gets hurt, but there's no way they're gonna show a dog get freaking.
I think they can. I mean, do it. He's just like, you know.
How does it sound? Go ahead.
Clip it. Clip
Don't
it.
clip this. You know what? I'm editing this out.
No. Get your daily cringe podcast stuff here. Buddies.
Yeah, thank you. You want the glasses again?
Nope.
Let's go.
No, Doc
let's
Ock,
go.
Please. Oh my, hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter. Looking at.
Yeah. So that's where we leave the first issue. Supergirl is hurt. Krypto's hurt.
Strong first issue, by the way.
Yeah.
It was a good start and a good end.
Yeah, Cram left on the ship, and that's where we ended. Then we move on to the second issue. It's called Wounded, Stranded, and Impotent. You need to you need to watch if I say something wrong.
It's better if you say it wrong and then I correct you.
After they were left stranded,
Kanye.
So the description is: after they were left stranded by Cram of the Yellow Hills, Supergirl and Ruth Ye.
Kanye.
Ruth Kanye.
Ruth Kanye.
What is it?
Ruthie.
What is it? Ruthie. Okay.
It's Ruthie. It's
Okay.
Ruthie
Supergirl.
from that one.
After they were left stranded, Supergirl and Ruthie take a trip on a series of spacecrafts in order to find a yellow sun and catch up with Cram.
Yeah.
So this is the issue when they're basically traveling on a big ship, which is the trailer of Supergirl. I think they're on a ship. I'm pretty sure, or they're like in a bus or something.
It's like public transportation.
Yeah, it's basically public transportation. And I didn't even read my notes that I made.
There's a good moment in here. There's also a weird moment where she takes drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the issue.
Which now we're getting to the realm of like, what does this writer conceive as like, because it's kryptonite. It's a red kryptonite pill encased in dissolvable lead, right? And normal readers are like, kryptonite bad for Kryptonians. Red kryptonite worse.
I didn't know there were levels to this. Like, I guess green kryptonite is bad. But the red one is like crack.
Going in.
Okay, but can we describe real quick what that's for?
What?
So when they're in the ship, there's a dragon, a space dragon.
Oh yeah. Let's get to that.
And they're about to die. So Supergirl is not quite there yet. So then she takes that. She goes outside and she kills the dragon and saves everybody on the ship.
By the way, just the setup to that too, like the way the scene goes, it's funny. Like the way Tom King writes it, like there she's like, "Oh, bummer," And then the bus driver's like, you can do something super or whatever. And she's like, I can't. And he's like, oh, bummer.
Oh, bummer.
It's funny. It's really nice.
Well, it's
nice.
good writing. And but no, so going into this, I know about the different levels, some of the different levels of kryptonite, and this was odd to me because I was like, wait, how does this work? And then she's going in there like, I know someone in here's got red kryptonite pills. Help me out.
Yeah, some dude is like, it's my prescription. I have a prescription. I need it for whatever.
And she's like, all right, buddy. And then she takes it and turns into the Phoenix Force, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah, it looks like the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, and then obliterates the dragon, which is cool. That's a cool moment. I like the touching moment more between them two, where she teaches her like hygiene, like
how to wash her.
Yeah.
Like washing her hands and stuff.
Okay, let's describe that moment.
She's never washed her hands, by the way.
So they're in the bathroom after everything.
Well, not thoroughly. She wouldn't wash them thoroughly because she would describe like, oh, I was the youngest out of all my brothers, right? And therefore, I got like the crappy end of the pool, and it was by the time they were out, all the water was brown, and we barely had good stuff. So to her, it's like kind of like whatever with hygiene. But then Supergirl teaches her, a little something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
describe the scene when you talk about it.
So basically, when you wash your hands, you turn on the water, and then
but that's what Supergirl's trying to teach Ruthie. Because she doesn't know that you're supposed to wash your hands.
Well, not as frequently.
There's
a neat thing she says here where she's like, usually different planets every planet has soap. One planet I tried had acid. Right. So you got to be careful with that.
Yes. She's like, watch out. But most soaps are good.
Yeah, most soaps are good. And, but yeah, she teaches her like, to get into the crevices and to wash your hands thoroughly and then rinse after you use the soap. Mm-hmm. And then when she does that, she kind of just looks at it and then finds a moment to open up and be like, what is it? Like she asks about her tragedy, like how, what is it?
Well, the thing is that when Supergirl was showing her how to wash her hands, she's saying how her mom used to teach them as kids. So it's almost like Ruthie's starting to sense like the pain in Supergirl's voice when she's recalling the moments. Yeah, and then you get the cool moment where Ruthie's like, Ruthie doesn't care. She's like, she asked the question that's in her mind. And it's like, did you, what was the question?
Do you regret, here, I'll read it right now. She says, after the tragedy on your planet's destruction, did you seek to avenge the death of your family?
Right. Do you regret it? Right. Yeah.
No, what did you seek to revenge?
Oh, and she said no. But the way she even said no.
Yeah.
She's like, that was good.
The way she said it, she didn't believe her, basically.
Yeah. So I think this issue does a couple of things. I think it's a good explanation of the yellow sun for people who don't know, like me. That there are different types of sun. I know Superman gets his energy from the sun, but I didn't know how important it was and how different suns affect them differently. So he does that, and then there's a little bit of like I feel like Supergirl puts on a persona at the beginning, like she doesn't care about saving people or whatever. But this issue shows her saving people. Like she actually is also a good person. She is like Superman. Like she does care and she does save people. But at the beginning, she kind of comes off like I don't really care. But then when it comes down to it, she does.
I took it more as she knows what her and her cousins stand for, especially Superman. And she says a bunch of times, like, no, truth, justice, the American way. Like, this is what we represent. And this is just how it has to be, But she says it in a like, well, that's who I am. This is what it stands for. And, hope and all that stuff. And then,
she's funny. There's one where she's hilarious.
I think so, too. And there's a good exposition part here where the girl, if you're not like privy on Supergirl, Ruthie, she describes to the guy that's like leaning, like trying to sleep on her, and lean on her. She's like, "Don't you know who's sitting next to you? This is the legendary Supergirl. This, and that about her, and like describing her." And then the guy's just like,
He's like an
Clueless.
idiot.
Clueless. Yeah.
What, bro? Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Supergirl is just chilling next to him.
Chilling. So that's basically all that happens in that issue. They're going after Krem. They're following behind him. But they have to travel. She can't fly yet. She's not strong enough.
What was
so
it?
they have to
Krem
take-
from the Yellow Hills.
Yeah,
Right.
Krem of the Yellow Hills.
The Yellow
I'll
Hills.
say something because I don't know if it's in this issue or on the next issue, but they do a flashback to shows what happened to Crypto.
Oh yeah.
And,
when she basically got in a boat and put them on a boat, and then was like trying to strap them down. Oh, then
Yeah.
she punches the other guy in the face. Yeah.
So yeah, but
Yeah,
then
it's the same.
Crypto's hurt. Is in this issue, in the third one.
No, it's the same issue.
What you mean the first
This
one?
one.
This one. Okay.
Yeah.
So they explained that Crypto is not dead. I thought he was.
I thought they were saying he was dead.
I know he looks pretty dead
Yeah.
in the thing, and then she's the medic, the
Veterinarian.
the veterinarian tells her like
Veterinarian.
the arrows had a poison that he got hit with, and to make the antidote, we need to know what poison it is. So without knowing that, then we can't save Crypto. So she's like, okay, now I'm going after Krem before you kill him. So I'll help you. Because I need to know what poison he had. So I need that information from him before we kill him. So since Supergirl is like, I'm going to save Crypto by getting Krem, and Ruth Ye wants to kill him.
You can do your thing.
Ruth Kanye.
Kanye.
So yeah, that's basically anything else. We can move on to the next issue.
Oh.
The next
Yeah, good.
issue is the issue number 3. I'll do a quick description of it.
Good idea, by
Oh.
the way. Good thing we
And
have the book there with you, so you can
Yeah.
follow along with that.
Also, they finally get to a planet with a yellow sun, and she gets her powers back.
Nice.
And
yeah.
Oh yes,
she's
yes.
like,
Is
I
that
see
when she
everything.
puts her on her back, right? At the end of that issue? Or
No.
Okay,
it's
not
just
yet.
they just land, and then she's like, "Do you see the ship?" And then Supergirl's like, "I see everything."
Nice.
And I'm like, "The goat's back. Let's go."
Yeah. So now we're in the 3rd issue. By the way, there's 8 issues. I don't think we said that. In this issue, the summary is Ruth Ye and Supergirl follow Krem of the Yellow Hills trail to Corum in the town of Maple, where they learn the story of the blues and the purples.
Yeah.
It sounds just lovely at first, but appearances can be deceiving. So in my notes, I put, this is where it gets good.
Yeah.
I was like, this is where it gets good. So basically, they arrive in this town. Everybody's super nice. And they're all blues, right? They're all blue people.
The
and everybody's
locals.
super nice. And they're always saying like, oh, you're not a purple, right? Everybody's not a purple. So there's something going on with the purple people. So there's a little bit of a mystery in the town while they're staying then. And then, should we say what they discover at the end of it? So,
Well, they stay at this
Racism.
hotel, and that's when they went to sign in. That's
Yeah.
when they have the whole talk of like,
They were like, you can
you're a
put purple
purple. You
down.
need to sign in the purple.
Yeah,
And
you're not one
she's
of
like,
us.
Oh, 'cause
she said, "What
she's
is
an
this?"
outworlder, yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
basically, they're staying in this town. It's kind of weird. All the blue people are kind of there, and they kind of have some kind of racism towards the purples. But there's no purples around. They can't find anything. So they're like, where did these purple people went? Then,
And it gives the vibe like something's up, like they're hiding something, because even when Supergirl was like asking questions, the lady, the alien lady, was like, "Are you gonna just sign or no?" Like,
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
asking
yeah.
questions.
She's
pretty
like,
much.
"What? Why should
and then she goes around
fucking
town
sign.
asking different people, and everybody is always like, "We're blues here. We're
Gives
all
them weird
blues."
vibes. Yeah,
Yeah, everybody's like, "We're blues and everything's good. Don't ask questions."
Yeah.
And so she's kind of like, where are the purple people? Then she kind of finds a site where she can see.
Very similar to Earth, too.
Yeah.
Looking at all the here. And it's just Earth, but with ugly people.
They're the kind of ugly aliens. I
The art was beautiful when they're
Yeah,
looking
Art
out
was
the
beautiful.
balcony.
No hate towards ugly aliens if you're out there.
I'll put pictures in maybe so people can tell. But
Yeah, tell how
but
ugly
then
they are.
anyway, the big mystery of the town is there's a section where you see all the dead bodies, all the skeletons, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
was all the purple people.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy
Oh,
crap.
she even finds a sign that says like purple. town, I
Purples.
think.
Yeah. And then we find out the story that the blues and the purples used to live in this little town.
She
but the-
discovered that they're colonizers.
Yeah, and the blues were like fancy people, and the purple were like dumb. Like they thought they were dumb and stupid, and they held them back. And then this is when we find out about the Bourbons,
Yeah.
the Barbons,
Brigand.
the Brigands,
Yeah.
that they came to this planet and they wanted to kill everyone. And Krem was there. He was like in jail. And so Krem kind of convinced the blue people to be like, hey, these bargains they want to kill everybody, but make a deal with them because you need to give them money or something. So basically the deal that Krem gets the blues people to do is like, hey, let us leave, but you just kill all the purples. So I guess they're like
Crazy.
Yeah, they're like, bet we'll kill all the purples then. And so Krem joins the bargains now.
Brigands.
The
Pirates.
The pirates,
They're just
basically.
space pirates. That's what they
Yeah,
are.
and they kill all the purples there, and then they yeet out of there, and then you find out that the bargains, pirates, they have a mission, and their mission is they go planet to planet, just killing people, just for fun. They just like killing people, so they go and they just commit genocide. Genocide
With Krem.
It's not a complicated villain. It's not like he's in the gray. It's like it's like the Joker, right? They just want to see the world burn.
Yeah,
it's
they just
very,
wanna
it's
kill
pretty
people.
black and white.
With Krem, I'm getting the feeling of like, it's, how do I explain? Like, he's not the reason we're reading this.
No.
We're reading this because Supergirl and Ruthye are taking us on a moral journey. Right?
Yeah.
And that they get into that later, actually. But there's a cool moment here that I thought was pretty dope where she finds out about all the purples, right? She comes in barging and just slams this one cop up against the wall, and he like shoots her in the eye, and it's just like right there, and she goes like this, and I'm like, that's a super person right there.
Well, yeah, she's full in power now.
Yeah, full power Supergirl. So that's pretty dope.
Oh, I thought you were gonna read the scene.
No. What the heck am I gonna read all this?
You just described. Yeah, cling.
But that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
And at the end, Ruthye is like, "Man, people suck. What's up with that?" And then Supergirl just gives her a hug.
Yeah,
because that's how the world works sometimes.
Yeah. And there was that's where there's that quote that I think was important, where she tells her, right, like something about bad people or something evil, and it's like it's too big and we're too small.
Yeah, it's too big. We're too small. Yeah.
So basically, Ruth is going through like she's kind of realizing like, oh man, I didn't realize how much evil there was in the world.
Yeah.
Like
she's also been sheltered.
Yeah, she's been sheltered, and she recognizes that. Like, I was sheltered. I
She's
knew there were evil
girl.
out there. I didn't realize how much. And then that quote of like, they're too big. We're too small. How are we supposed to stop them? Type
Supergirl
deal.
is the one that says that, right?
No,
it's
Ruthye.
Oh, it's Ruthie that says that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it'll come back when Supergirl says that.
Yeah.
And then spoiler alert. Then we go to the fourth issue. That's kind of where that one ends. The fourth issue description.
This fourth issue is basically a montage of all the good deeds that Supergirl's trying to do for everybody out there.
The good deeds. Where is my description? Okay, here we go. So the fourth issue. The fourth issue is called Restraint, Endurance, and Passion. The story opens with Supergirl and Ruthye on the planet Prarnat, picking up carrying pink alien infant. Oh, they find an infant little baby.
Oh, yeah.
Is she one of the purples? Or no?
It was like a
this
little
is a different
pig
planet.
looking thing.
She's purple, but she finds an infant, right? And she's the last one alive in that planet, I guess.
That's crazy.
And they are surrounded by a multitude of dead bodies in every direction. They follow in the blood wake of Krem of the Yellow Hills, a pirate who murdered Ruth's father and a member of the group of the Barbons Bergens, a tribe who go planet to planet in an array of galaxies, murdering and torturing whole civilizations and stealing their treasures for sport. They stand upon a burning landscape. The crying infant is the last Parnatian alive. So this is what we get. Like you said, this is basically like a montage of them. They're following Krem, but they're like right behind him. So they kind of go like planet to planet where they were, and they just find just a bunch of people whose planet has been like basically genocide. Like almost everybody, if not everybody, gets killed, and they're just seeing the wreckage that these pirates are leaving behind as they follow them. And it's this realization that I think it even hits Supergirl. Like, she also kind of goes, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. Just going and talking to like people that have had everyone they love killed, which, by the way, is basically what happened to her. So obviously all this stuff hits home very, very close to her.
This one got me. The conversation she has with the guy who lost his friend right in front of him.
Oh yeah, dude.
How it opens, right?
He's in a hospital, and she's feeding him.
Yeah.
Right, and he's torn up, and he's describing like as best as he can what happened. And Cram is freaking there, just murdering his friend because. And then he moves on to him. But he's still alive, obviously, and the way he's describing it, I'm like,
oh, it's so painful. He's like, I can hear my friend crying and crying and crying, and I didn't even realize when he stopped crying.
It's when I started.
No, he's like, because I was crying, and I couldn't tell if it was his cry or my cry.
That was deep. That was nice.
That's harsh.
Yeah,
that's deep.
So,
then
this is them doing their good deed, right? Like. They're trying their best to help out. She goes into the farmer and helps him bury all the dead bodies, and then helps him find his daughter, I think, or son, or I don't know, but his kid. And just look at the face on the freaking guy. like he's sitting there like, oh, you don't have to help me. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, they really hit it home. The art's great, and the dialogue really shows you like this is some real pain. You know,
look for this page real quick. It's on this issue.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say this issue has my favorite like description of Supergirl. So basically, Ruth goes in this description of like what Supergirl is, and basically there's this moment when Supergirl flies into the sun. And the only reason why she flies into the sun is because she wants to cry or let out like a yell or something. And this is beautiful like description basically of saying you think Supergirl uses her power and she lets out her power, but her power is not of like action, it's of restraint.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't use her power beings, she restrains it so she can look at you. She doesn't like everything she does is restraint because her natural form would be like to let everything out. So instead of like having to push her powers out, she's just constantly keeping them in to be able to talk to people. And I thought that was like a beautiful description of Supergirl.
I think it's a nice touch having Supergirl doing all those things because two reasons. It reminds me of how I thought it was also cool when they show Superman doing these small things in his movie, you know, like even something that seems insignificant, like saving a squirrel, you know, like out of harm's way. I think it's cool that they show that Supergirl is going and helping people. And it also reminds me of Spider-Man. Like, what makes Spider-Man so cool is that he's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So it's also cool when they show him helping his neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's not the same, it's not one for one, but it was cool seeing Supergirl do her version of that. You know, like she's
it's
going
helping
out,
the little guy.
Helping the little guy. Yeah.
I think this comic is her. What's that one? My
Saving the
favorite
Cat?
Superman movie of all time is and comic, All-Star Superman.
All-Star Superman.
Yeah, really good movie and comic. I think this is her version of that, like her moment because, you know, spoilers, but in All-Star Superman's doing his best to right the wrongs and like leave a legacy for himself and be there for the little guy before he dies. So this is kind of like sort of that moment, but in a different way where it's like I'm helping as much as I can in the galaxy, but even as someone as powerful as her, it weighs on her and she has to go cry somewhere, you know?
Yeah, she has to go cry in the sun. Otherwise, she'll kill everybody.
That's freaking sick, by the way.
Sick. That's her comfort place.
Yeah.
It's the sun, bro. I think another way to put it in writer's terms is like saving the cat. So when you're writing a story, there's this thing like if you want the audience to love your character, just show them doing something good. You know? And this is basically her just going, like you said, galaxy to galaxy or planet to planet helping. And it's like, yeah, we love Supergirl.
Yeah, in the beginning, she had her save the cat moment.
Yeah, that's true.
She helped Ruthie.
Yeah.
The
and then this starts at the thing Jeff said earlier, where they have this little spat about like should they go on, you know, or should Ruthie go on with her, and she's trying not to argue with her. But Ruthie like is persistent in her revenge, and she was like, what does she say here? She's basically, how many years did you have when you first saw terror? And Supergirl says, I was a girl, right?
She got, bro. Supergirl knew she had no answer for that.
Knows. She knows. And so after that, it goes into the narration, and she just puts her on her back and flies off.
Yep.
Basically.
That was a cool moment. That was a really cool moment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we move on to the next issue, number what? 5?
5.
The name of it is Sister's Keeper.
No.
Yeah.
Chapter 5. The lake, the trees, and the monsters.
Okay, sure. Do I have this wrong?
Oh, maybe it's a different title.
Okay, so the recap or the description of this one, it says, hot on the heels of the villainous crime, our heroes, Supergirl and Ruthie, find themselves transported to a planet where Ruthie has to take up the sword to protect a weakened Supergirl.
Yeah.
Will they survive the harrowing experience?
This was my favorite issue.
Yeah, I was going to say, this issue was crazy.
Goes hard, dude.
So let's explain this real quick. I think this is where they find Krem, but Krem is like prepared. He has this like globe that she sends after them, and they take off, but then the globe takes them and transports them to a planet that has a green sun.
The other side.
This dude is carrying around Doctor Strange rings that take you out to other places.
Which let's
and
explain
he sends
real
her
quick.
to like a green sun planet.
A green sun planet, yeah. Which is like at the other end of the galaxy, like as far away from him as they could.
That's a nice attack. You need that when you're fighting Superman.
He knew what to do. And I don't know when they explain it, if it's in this issue or later, but that globe thing is like a manifestation of magic that it only happens once you kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's like
doing it with no remorse, like for nothing. That's how you get that kind of globe.
Which is crazy that the power to like, which is a great power to like send somebody like way far.
Keep them across the universe.
It's like magic trying to protect the one who has killed a bunch of people, which is insane. But yeah,
magic for everybody.
Yeah.
But I guess he knew too that magic is like the one thing that can give you a hit, step up when you're fighting a super person like Superman or Supergirl.
Yeah, and I like that he was a little prepared. You would think like, oh, they're after him, they're following him, and he knows that they're following him. Yep. So obviously he would have a plan to try and do something. So yeah, with this ball, they get transported to a green sun planet. So now Supergirl cannot move basically, which by the way, I didn't know this was a thing, or if it is a thing.
What?
Green sun, like a planet, and they
what color is there?
Yeah, well, I'm saying like I didn't know that there was a planet where Superman cannot be, basically. And so a couple of things, they are there. They describe that Superman was there too at one point
for 45 minutes.
For 45 minutes, and he described it. And he described it as the worst thing.
Closest to death he's ever been.
Yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, when does the sun go down?"
In 10 hours.
10 hours.
Bro, what?
This reminds me of when Jeff, when we were in high school and we would talk about power rankings for the superheroes, like, oh, Superman did this and Batman did that, and I got to finally like read a feat that Supergirl achieved, which
she's a G
insane.
for that.
Yeah,
better than Superman.
No,
she lasted more than Superman.
I mean, yeah, definitely that.
I mean, maybe Superman would have made it for sure, more than 10 hours, but.
Yeah,
but he didn't have to because he got rescued by But
that's a good setup for stakes. Like, can you imagine? She's like, oh, we'll be fine, right? How long does the sun go down? 10 hours.
And then she doesn't complain. She's like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Well, it's kind of funny. She's like, okay, 10 hours.
It's not that far.
Yeah, she's like 45 minutes. That's how long into 10 hours. That's not a lot. And then she passes out.
So then in this one, Ruth now has to protect her, and
on a planet full of dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, by the way. So basically, the main thing is like she's there trying to protect Supergirl, and she does actually. She kills a freaking dinosaur. Ruthie.
She came through
protecting Supergirl, and then finally the sun is going down.
Wait, before that, Supergirl gets thirsty and she wants to go out to the. Supergirl's like, I don't care. I'm gonna go get water. And Ruthie stood her ground. She was like, no, you're not going anywhere. Like, it's dangerous out there.
It was like one of the things, like, you told me that we can't move from here.
Yeah.
So you're not moving from here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you think about it. So, guys, if you're ever trapped in the woods and you go to get water at a lake, just get your water and leave. Because if you go to a lake, most likely all the other animals are going to get the same drink of water you are.
Yeah.
So that's the logic.
All the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So they were lucky that they could, she did her thing. She killed one of the dinosaurs, didn't get to them. But then she made the rookie mistake of falling asleep, Ruthie, next to Supergirl. And then when she wakes up, more dinosaurs. Like a bunch of dinosaurs. Oh, no, one gigantic dinosaur.
One big one was coming to get them.
No,
Yeah.
it was
the bird-looking ones.
Yeah.
The pterodactyls, the flying ones.
So basically, it's very clutch, but the sun is like literally about to go down, and they're about to die.
Oh no! This part,
happens?
she's about to die. Like and Supergirl has a little bit left in her to like laser the dinosaurs.
Wait, but
And
before that, another funny moment. Supergirl is like, it's not a bird, it's a plane.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's just a little bit
It's
That
right
was
here.
great,
It's like,
dude. You can't skip
she's
over
like,
that.
it's a fucking bird. Literally, that's her words. It's a fucking bird.
It's a Supergirl.
It's a plane, or no, it's Supergirl.
She passes out.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
great. I love that.
that was good.
So yeah, and then the big dinosaur or something comes out, and they're about to die, and then Supergirl.
They're chilling. They're
Chilling.
This is when they argue about going to the water.
Mm-hmm.
Then a big ass. They're in hell basically.
Yeah.
Big ass dinosaur comes in, and Ruthie's like, "I'm gonna take you on," and then gets swatted.
Yeah, she's
And
done.
final moments. The sun's going down. Supergirl, like, the sun goes right behind the peaks of the mountains, and Supergirl is like, showtime.
It's on.
It's nice
That's when
tension. Nice tension building.
Nice tension. Nice
Yeah.
tension. And freaking
So-
rocks the dinosaur. And
So
nothing.
they almost die, but they don't die. And yeah, that's basically when that issue ends. And then the next one, issue 6, they're almost
there's
done.
there's a cool quote at the end of that issue where she says something about going into
I
the
have
night.
it.
How you try to
No, that's
go through the day or something just to make it into the night. It's one of the
Well,
last
oh, you mean-
quotes.
That's not it. He's
No,
talking
it's
about
okay.
this.
Okay.
The issue we just read.
We had
It's-
made it through the day and into the night, which I suppose is all one ever does.
That right there, bro. Tom King is just connecting with people because don't you have
Poetry.
Have you ever had one of those days where it's like a parallel to a Supergirl? She had a really rough day, and all they were hoping for is like, we can just make it to the finish line and make it to the end of this day.
If I
Like
could
there's
just go to
days where
bed.
you're just like, I'm ready for this day to be over. You're just
Yeah.
fighting until the nighttime.
Yeah.
When I read that, I caught that like cool, like
Yeah,
almost
it's nice
parallel.
poetry. Like
It's
a-
poetic. Yeah,
it's very poetic. All they had to do was get through the day, you know.
Yeah,
and
I
then
love
and
that.
the
I
night
love that.
came, and it was like finally. And yeah, that's a symbolism for a lot of people how they live, and they may have depression or something, or going through something.
Yeah.
And they just have to be like, I just gotta get through the day. I just gotta get through the day and get to nighttime, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
This was
good
my favorite
writing.
issue. That was my favorite issue, bro. I love
That's
your
that.
how
favorite?
you do it. See, like fucking. Sorry.
Don't curse.
Sorry.
Don't have
my
to
bad.
bleep it.
Rated R. When you write, people who are like OP, like Supergirl or Superman or Wonder Woman, you give them these moments of like something that a human would experience and just mirror it through their own experiences. Obviously, we'll never experience a dinosaur attack, but Jeff put it so perfectly where it's just like she had a rough day. She just wants to get to the night. You know, she just wants it to be over. You know,
That's nice.
It's a human thing. What makes a good story is that you can get behind the protagonist because what they're going after, what they're feeling, is a human thing. Like
Yeah,
that's
the
why
feeling.
Liam Neeson's movies were successful because anybody would be like, oh yeah, if that was my daughter, I would
Yeah.
also do all those things. You can connect with, like you said, with Supergirl. You will never be like Supergirl or Superman, but that struggle is so human.
yeah.
So I think, yeah, dude, very well written. You know what?
Yeah.
I give it an 8. You changed my mind.
Yeah, right?
Boom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 6, issue 6. Home, family, and refuge.
Wait, sorry. What issue is this?
6.
Okay.
On the planet of Urulan,
Oh, this is the sick issue where
can
she
you
uses the horse.
Okay, here we go.
It's a unicorn.
The description is: we see Krem
What
and
happens in
the.
this
Oh my
issue?
god!
Isn't that a unicorn? Wasn't it a unicorn?
Something like that.
Pegasus.
We're in Urulan.
That's 3 R's for you.
Urulan. No, there's also 2 ends. We see Krem and the brigands torment the locals. Narrating Ruthie says that on the way to Rulan after escaping Baranton, Supergirl told her the story of Krypton's destruction. Krypton's destruction. We see flashes of Krypton's last days as we see Supergirl find Krem of Ruland. In Roland, Krem threatens her with another Mordu orb. So they find Krem, right, again, throwing it, saying there's no chance she can outrun it. But she has a plan. Running from the orb at supersonic speed, rending the earth beneath her, she finds Comet, holes on his back, and takes off into space. So there's 2 things happening here, which I love comic. I should have said at the beginning, this is like my first comic really reading. And I love...
This is the first one you finish.
Basically, maybe.
Life story.
I did Superman. Spider-Man. But I love that they kind of like tell 2 stories at the same time. Or they like something's happening and they page to page, it flips back and forth. Mm-hmm. So in this one, basically, all that happens in the present day is like she's running away from the orb. They find Krem. He throws another orb to get her away. She's running on the horse. And as we see that, we also see the backstory on how Krypton got destroyed. And
her side
of it. And I love that, in movies and stuff, Krypton's, in my assumption, is like, it came down in one day. And so they had to like go. Mm-hmm. This was not in one day, according to this book. This took years, or maybe like a year or 2. And like most people died first, and some people survived, including Supergirl's family. And then they kind of kept going and going and going. And after like a year or so, they were like, okay, now we're about to finish. And so Supergirl's dad had time to think and create this rocket that she's gonna live on. And so I thought that was a really great explanation. Like, this wasn't like a one day everything fell down and then they left. Mm-hmm. This was a year, which is a lot more believable, I think.
Yeah. So
they're like, what is it? Is it a spaceship or they just found a way to elevate?
No, it's a rocket, literally.
Oh, okay.
So it says in the issue that since they're cousins, their uncles, Zor-El and then Jor-El. Jor-El is Superman's dad, and his schematics for the rocket he gave to his brother to make another rocket for Kara to leave.
So, sorry, one question. So when the world first started dying, is this saying that Jor-El put Clark on the ship and he took off? Yeah. And then a year or a year and a half after, that's when Supergirl left.
Mm-hmm. Now, so I was going to touch on this.
And then time? Yeah,
and then time. So when there's iterations of this story where it does happen in one go, right? However, when it comes to Superman and Supergirl, the usual reason Supergirl is launched, leaves Krypton, is because Brainiac comes to take her city of Kandor. That's the city that she lives in. And if no one who knows Brainiac goes around planets and collects cities, like he's a collector, right? So he comes to Krypton, collects Kandor while it's dying. Her parents build the rocket and is like, since Superman left, you have to go protect him because he's a baby, right? But then she goes, the thing is like thrown off course, or there's something with light speed or something like that, to the point where she gets there too late. He's already Superman at that point, and she's technically younger than him now.
Yeah.
So they kind of play with that here, and I like the whole idea of over time, like everyone knew Krypton was dying, right? And that's always been a thing too. But with her, it was like she had to stay there. and experience it and see the death around her and stuff, and until finally her dad was like, just get out, just go. That's it.
Yeah. And they do a really good job by explaining how she knew everyone that basically died. And it was dragged out. That's the thing too. It's not like she left and then it was dragged out for like a year, and they tried to make it work and it didn't. So she had to leave, and she was the only one that could leave.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it is too. Like, I think she's like about to. Oh no, that's in the next issue, I think. But she's about to die. Can I jump ahead a little bit? Yeah. She's about to like die or something, and then she recalls a memory of her dad, and then she's like, "I can't die because if I die, that memory is lost forever, and I need this memory to keep on. I need to tell someone about this. Like my dad had a little secret, which is like a very insignificant secret, but she's like, I can't let that die with me. And that gives her like the willpower to like.
This one actually.
Is it this one or the next one?
Because she leaves in the rocket when he tells her the secret.
That's why I kept thinking of. That's why it came to mind. But that's very beautiful. Of like, even though her whole planet is dead, she's the only one that has memory of it. So if she dies, all that stories and all those people, it kind of feels like they died too, and that's part of her motivation to keep living. I can't let those die too.
Well, and that's part of her trauma too.
Yeah.
Like she's carrying this. Like Superman can't really relate to that. Like she's the one that's carrying all that weight with her.
Yeah.
Cool.
So she gets on Comet when what's his face? Krem throws a little orb of stupidity, and I love this part where he throws it and she's just like, all right, there it is. There's the orb.
Yeah, she was expecting
Now I got to enact into the plan. So she super speeds it to the horse, super horse here.
Yeah.
And
he has a cape too.
Yeah, literally.
He came out of nowhere too. The horse.
Yeah.
Kinda, but I think what's interesting is like they skip past the whole like finding him again, and I'm still like with them, right? Like it would be such a hassle to go through a whole nother like 5 issues of like how do we find Krem again,
And by the way, like it's been, I don't know, they probably
months.
say it, but how long did from the beginning of the comic to now? Like they look for Krem for years or months
at this point.
Yeah,
it's been
I think so.
months.
It's been a minute. They had to travel a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And so she gets on Super Horse Comet. There's this sick picture where he's like taking off, and there's all this narration on the sides and stuff. That's really cool with the yellow sun right there. And she blasts off into space. Comet's booking it through the galaxy, right? Like she says, go to the end of the universe, and that freaking thing is coming after her, right? Yeah. And you see, how she describes what happened in the last days of Krypton and her mother dying and stuff like that, and booking it. Look, she even. Oh, so by the way, for the reason they're normal on Krypton is because it's a red sun. So it's in theory, if Krypton moved to Earth, we'd be surrounded by Supermen or Superwoman. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, she was one of the people putting up the shield. She's been through it.
Yeah, no, she's been through it for sure.
Yeah. So they go all the freaking way across the universe.
That was so cool. This picture.
Insane. Yeah.
The way they visualize that, like the end of the universe.
The color like
the
bleeding
color
away from the...
Going
oh my God.
away.
Yeah.
And then it's black and white in the final part. And she's like, all right, you can stop here. And the orb's just kind of floating there. And she has this cool moment where she's like, magic is a tricky thing too. Tricky for me sometimes, but I know this much. At least what works back there doesn't necessarily work here. And she pops it.
That was cool.
That was big brain stuff.
Big brain stuff. Yeah. I mean, she had to have a plan,
that
for
was
it.
pretty sick.
So if you guys don't have anything to say, let's move on to 7.
Again, the horse felt a little. We know what they call ex machina, like. That's convenient that you had the horse there, but
Well, I don't think it's convenient because I feel like she had that on standby. We didn't see it. Like
that's what I'm saying. It was never set up.
No, it was never set up. But I think it's okay. The reason why it doesn't bother me, or it didn't bother me, is like, she came in with a plan. Like, if he has another orb, I'll get the horse. I'll get on the horse. Even though they skipped over it, it's like obviously it's like okay, yeah, she's not gonna be dumb enough again to just show up in front of Krem in case he has another orb.
Right. Which even in this issue, I was already questioning it right here. Like the part where she super speeds behind him and she's just like, "You shot my fucking dog," and I was thinking like, why would you say that? Why don't you just grab him, right? But then he throws the orb and she enacts her plan where, this whole thing happens. But yeah, that's real smart. She comes back. He tries to shoot her again, and she's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
capture him.
And they capture him. So they have Krem now. Cool, right? Awesome.
Good.
So they have Krem. So now what do? They tie him up onto a tree because, Supergirl needs to get some information from him. So on 7, I'll read the description real quick. It is called, what's 7
It's
called?
the longest issue.
Hope, is that it? Hope, Help, and Compassion?
Yeah.
It's different than online. Supergirl and Ruth each fight separate battles. As Supergirl faces off against the crew of the charming Prince Charlie, Ruthie must wrestle her own demons to not kill Krem. So now they have Krem. They're on an island, like by the beach.
What? What'd you say?
So they're by the
Beach.
So thank you, and you made that real awkward for no reason. So now the pirates are here, the bargains or whatever, and so the brigands, because the brigands apparently have a rule that if you're with them, they'll come get you no matter what.
Oh yeah.
So
loyalty.
Yeah, they have like loyalty with each other. So now that they capture Krem, they're here to like get him. So Supergirl goes up to space to fight them, while Ruth stays behind
standing on business
and standing literally on the planet.
It's a cool shot.
So then the two battles are Supergirl has to fight all these. By the way, like the bargains are like the best of the best, meaning like the worst of the worst, like the best fighters of the universe, basically put together. And even though she's at full power, still hard for her. And then back on this, when they have Krem at the beach. And then Ruth is there, like with Comet, right? Which Supergirl left behind, so she doesn't kill him before he gets the information to Supergirl about the poison. So then she's like, "I won't kill you. I won't kill you." And then Supergirl is about to die because the pirates are about to kill her, and so Comet takes off to save Supergirl. So then Ruthie's like, kind of like, "Okay, let's go. I'ma kill you."
So. Now I could touch on this point.
Yeah.
Now is where I was starting to notice that Ruthie's vernacular, like the way she talks, is changing to something that we would consider more modern, right? And I think it's because she's hanging around Supergirl all this time, like for months, to the point where her language is starting to change. But when she then goes back to her regal vernacular is when she's about to kill... what's his face? Krem. And she's getting all like, "You killed my father, Krem of the Yellow Hills, this and that, blah, blah, blah." But I noticed like the way she's writing, she's like using compound words and she's saying like ain't, words like that, where she's never said that before. Let me see. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting character development. And that says a lot about like friendship or people you hang around.
Now, this is the moment when I was like, okay, let's go kill him, right? I'm like, all right, if you're gonna do it, do it. Kill the dude. But then she starts being like, you know what? I'm gonna be more honorable than you. So she unties him. And then she's like, okay, let's go. We can fight. And then he's like, oh, you think this is fair? Like you have a weapon and I don't. And she's like, well, you're bigger than me and you are like an expert fighter, but you know what? You're right. And then she puts it in the freaking middle, and then they're both the same distance. And I'm like, this is the one part that I was like, you dumb little girl, what are you doing?
You know what though? It paid off because he goes for it, and she's like, get the fuck. Like,
she actually did good against him.
She succeeds. Like she kicks him in the face a couple times. She bites his arm. Really like lets him have it in an embarrassing way.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
That was just hilarious.
I think we're actually getting ahead of ourselves because in this issue, she doesn't fight him yet.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
My
It's all
bad.
good. But
Maybe.
this is mainly Supergirl. This is Ruthie talking about Supergirl going up there to fight the brigands.
Oh, yeah.
And Supergirl like falls out of the atmosphere for a second, wakes up, and then pulls a Captain Marvel and rails on them.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
that's a Captain Marvel move right there. She goes into the ship. I thought it was going to be really easy for her, but it actually wasn't.
They have kryptonite. That's why. That's the cop out.
Yeah.
But Krem describes how he kills Ruthie's father, right? Like it's like almost stupid. Like he didn't like his joke basically, and was gonna report him. Like he made an offensive joke. He was gonna report him to the king or whatever, and then he like I guess blacked out and found himself like stabbing him fully in the chest. You know. And it was just another day for him. Like he was nobody to him.
Yeah.
So-
He makes a point to be like, your dad was a nobody. Like he was just a regular person.
He was just
you
rage
know?
baiting at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, there's
Yeah.
nothing special about him. There's nothing special about you. There's just another guy I just killed.
You stray. You smelly.
You
ugly,
dumb, stupid stray.
stray.
That's an old joke.
Classic. Shout out to Mufasa. The Lion.
You dumb, stupid
Stupid,
stray.
ugly stray.
But yeah, anything else before we move on to the finale?
No. Ruthie's like, go, Comet. I promise I won't do anything.
Oh, that's how that.
Gone.
Yeah, that's when the horse leaves and she's like,
Yeah.
all right.
yeah.
Anyway.
Which
Yeah.
you know, throughout the whole thing is like, oh, Ruthie is like a honorable person. You know, she doesn't lie.
Yeah,
She keeps her promises. All this
Yeah.
stuff, and then she promises Comet like, don't worry, I won't kill him. I know Supergirl still needs him alive for the poison thing. As soon as Comet leaves, she's like, you know what? Some
Anyway.
promises are just meant to be
Yeah.
broken.
Like, you ever-
She's-
you ever
She
lied
even
to a
says killing.
horse?
I don't know if you've ever lied to a horse, but this is not the same thing.
No, she said like, I don't know if you ever lied to a horse, but I have, and
That
I
was
can tell you
funny.
how it feels. Don't feel great, but I did it.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's good character development too. Like I feel like Ruthie at the beginning would just honor her word a little more.
Yeah.
Whereas now they've been through stuff, and she's like, "Yeah, screw it, I'm going
Yeah.
for it." You know.
Well, and not only that, it's like she's discovered not only did he kill her dad, he's killed many people. And so it's like, oh, this is a bad guy. He killed my dad.
Yeah.
But then he just discovered, oh, he's not just a bad guy killed my dad. This is a bad guy that commits genocide
Yeah.
upon planets. So now I get it. Like if she's like wouldn't break her word before, now it's just like, you know what? This guy doesn't deserve anything. So I'm gonna end him right here. Yeah, and then now we're at the finale, number 8. I don't know if we need a summary, but the number 8 is called Ruthie,
Let me just show
Supergirl,
this is my
and
favorite.
Creme of the Yellow Hills. You keep talking when I'm
Yeah,
reading.
say
This is my
that
favorite
again
cover.
because in the audio it's not gonna.
Yeah. So this is my favorite cover, by the way. This one right here where she's sitting on the beach and she has the blood here in the water and the sword's next to her and stuff. It like alludes to what's to come, and I'm like, ooh.
So basically, here is
There,
basically
you're gonna have
the
to
answer
say
is
the
like,
title again.
yeah, I gotta, because George keeps talking every time I
sorry.
start to read.
Who cares?
But the cover art is basically she didn't kill everybody on the ship, but she made them retreat. So I think they left.
Yeah, it says that here.
But I'm just saying it for the audience that haven't read it. So then she comes back. So the chapter 8 is called Ruthie, Supergirl, and Creme of the Yellow Hills. So it's just like the main 3 characters in this issue. Picking up where issue 7 left off, I'm reading, right? So no, don't talk. At the end of their quest, Supergirl and Comet.
What issue is this?
George, you're fired.
I'm kidding.
You can leave.
Go on.
At the end of their quest, Supergirl, and Comet battle Barbon's brigands in the orbit of the planet. These names, blah 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 blah.
I'm not. I can't.
Yeah, it's a made-up word. So, leaving
All words
Ruth
are made up.
with a prison Creme, Ruthie tells Creme she'll give him a more than he gave her father by freeing him and fighting him fairly, leaving the sword he left at the scene of her father's murder between them, sticking it out of the sand. So yeah, I got ahead of myself. I described this one.
Yeah.
But basically, she unties him and she's like, "Let's fight."
Yep.
And they fight, and then Supergirl. Well, actually no, they fight, and you think, okay, Ruthie messed up her chance because she had him tied up. She untied him, but then they fight, and she actually beats him, and she cuts his fingers.
Oh, yeah, she gets him with the sword. Yeah.
Yeah, she freaking slices. That'll be in the movie probably.
Think so?
Well, yeah.
Pretty sick.
I feel like Krim needs to lose his fingers in the movie. And then she's ready. She's like, she can kill him, and she actually can't do it. Mm-hmm. She tries, and she keeps like missing on purpose. She's like, boom, boom, and she goes.
I thought it was like enchanted or something. Like
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, Supergirl did something to the sword to make her like not do that to test her. But it was, you're right. It was just her being like, I can't do it.
Yeah, she couldn't after all that time, and she's throughout the whole series, she's always talking about everybody she meets because of the way she talks. She's like, I am on my way to find my father's killer, and I will kill him, and like she just describes this whole thing every time.
This is basically the plot of Moana.
Yeah. and then she can't bring herself to do it. So then Supergirl comes back, and she's like, well, we need to do it. Yeah, you want to?
Well, I was gonna say the comet goes in clutch to save Supergirl. Gets hit by the kryptonite bullet. Turns into a human, by the way, and which I'm like, this is the part where I'm like, whatever. Things
Even
happen.
Tom King is like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What was that for?
There's dialogue saying like, he was cursed, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, and Supergirl, like, I knew, but he didn't want me to tell anybody.
Yeah.
So comment the horse was a man, and so he turns back into a man.
Tom King was like, look, we only got 8 issues.
Don't worry about that.
Screw it.
Maybe
the
if
horse
they got
is a
10.
man.
The horse is a man. Why not? And now she comes back, and then she's like, I can't kill him, Supergirl. I can't do it. What happens?
So she comes back with Comet, torn up, battle worn, and then basically she says like she reveals that this whole time, it was just for the love of the game. I don't know.
So
like the road trip.
No, turns out that Supergirl actually didn't need anything from him. She lied. She was like, I made that up about crypto and the poison thing. Like, I need to know the poison. Crypto's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. I just came here because I wanted to come here with you and show you like you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she made up an excuse to go with her. But then she's like, I just wanted to teach you a lesson. But then Supergirl says, but you know what? After the trip and everything that she saw, she's like, I'm actually ain't going to kill Krim. She's like, I seen him kill many planets because they went through this whole journey, seeing the wreckage that they were leaving behind, the pirates. So she's like, I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to kill him. And then Ruthie's kind of like, don't.
She repeats the line, a callback to the, it's too big and we're just too small.
Yeah. It's too big, we're too small.
And she, I guess right after that, she proceeds to, quote unquote, kill
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kills him.
Yeah.
Right? But then she's like, what did she say? Ruthie reveals, like, that's what we told people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this part of the issue is where I was starting to get a little critical because I was like, okay, all of that just to teach this girl a lesson. Like you put your life on the line a lot of the times, and she also says like, oh, I could have gotten out of some of the like all these situations, which I guess is true because she had Comet on speed dial.
That's true.
So for me, I'm like, I don't know if that makes a compelling journey, right? Like the whole time it was just like, oh, it's not that big of a deal actually. Like none of this was really a big deal. This was actually just a lesson for this girl I just met.
But you're saying
hold on, yeah.
I don't know if she said like everything we went through, I was just faking it the whole time. Like,
So
they actually went through it.
They did. Well, she's like, you don't think I could have solved all those problems? Come on, I'm Supergirl. Does it here?
Okay.
But what's compelling is that Supergirl she went through all the pain either way because she cared enough about Ruthie, and I guess she saw herself in her even, that she was like, I'm gonna go through this pain.
Well, she says she's stubborn. She says Ruthie's stubborn, and that's why she knew she wouldn't
Yeah.
not kill.
Well,
Krem.
right. I would not try to kill him.
Yeah, not
it was
try
kind of like I knew. Supergirl kind of says like I knew if I didn't come with you, you were going to try to find Krem anyway and get yourself killed.
Yep.
So she was like, I'm just gonna go with you,
Yeah.
so you don't do that and get yourself killed because I knew you weren't gonna stop, basically. And so then can we fast? You got anything else to say before we go to the very end?
So, what kind of dilutes it for me. That's my argument. It's like it dilutes the whole journey in a way. In my opinion,
I get that
because I feel like no, you went through it, and if that was just the case, like if she was just like, we did it, we're here, we've been through everything, and now we have a choice to make, that's enough for me. But to then say like, nah, I just came because I didn't want you to kill this guy. To me, I'm like, that is very Superman, Boy Scoutish of what they do. But storytelling wise, I was like, nah.
It's a little chip. Yeah. It's a little chip, and I understand actually that argument. It does
I think
dilute the whole
Supergirl would have let her
journey.
though. Supergirl would have let her kill him, I think.
No, but what she's saying is like I came all this way so you can not kill him to do what you did. But what I like about that though is like I came here so I can show you that you don't actually want to kill him. But then because of everything we went through, she's like, but you know what? Never mind, because now I changed my stance and I think we should kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they both change. That's a cool.
They're both
that's
changing.
A cool, rating.
They're almost like even this part right here where she says it's too big, we're too small. Like it's Supergirl saying that now. That like kind of saves it for me. Now I'm like that feels something happened to you. Like that feels like the journey did matter. Like we're back now.
Yeah,
But I think that's where reality cuts off though, because I think it ends with Supergirl saying we're gonna put this guy in the Phantom Zone, and the fictional part is
wait.
Supergirl.
We gotta explain that part.
Okay, so all right, so if you after that scene, we cut to the ending, right?
The future.
The future.
Well,
the
they reveal like I killed him, or Supergirl killed him, or at least that's what I tell people. That's what I put in my book. So basically saying we tell people we did, but that's a lie. We didn't kill him.
So then you cut to the future. It pans to this house. It's Ruthie as an old lady now, and Supergirl arrives. She's older but still looks young. She didn't age like Ruthie, and I guess they go.
Oh, Crypto's here too.
Crypto's there, and then they go to where it all started, where Ruthie's dad was stabbed. That's the spot where Supergirl pretty much is telling Ruthie like, hey, so after we decided to put him in the Phantom Zone, where he pretty much was serving his sentence, apparently he spent 300 years, Krem. After they capture him, they put him in the Phantom Zone for 300 years, where apparently he changed, he became a different person, and they pretty much bring him out now.
Can I say something about? I think the reason I think they say Ruthie basically wrote a book.
Yeah, so she wrote a book. Yeah.
She wrote a book, and this is the book that we're reading.
Yeah.
And she says, I wrote in the thing that we killed him, so the pirates won't come after us anymore. So because if he's dead, then they don't have any obligation, because they have an obligation to their people if they're captured to go get them. But if she lies like, oh, we killed him, so they won't come after me. But he's really not dead. He's just serving his sentence.
Yeah.
So it says like he went through it. It kind of reminds me of, you guys seen the show The Good Place, the comedy show?
I remember it.
It's kind of the same thing where you so the ending of that show kind of happens. It's kind of like where they put people through a program. People who die and are supposed to go to hell, instead of going to hell, they put him on this program to become better people. And sometimes it takes 100 years, sometimes it takes 1,000 years, but they go through this program and they learn lessons until they become good enough to make it to heaven. So this feels like it was kind of what happened here. Krem went into the prison, and what was it, for the first 100 years he was yapping and complaining, and then 100 more years, then he kind of started rectifying himself. And then when he comes out now as an old man, he's basically completely changed. And there's a line earlier in the thing that I think something about people not changing, or like her dream was that he would you know.
Yeah, Ruthie was like, at some point she was like, I just want to change him. I want him to become a good man and do all these good deeds, and then I
But we
want
know
to
that
kill
that's
him.
not. But then she's like, we know that doesn't happen.
No, she was like, no, and then I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna enjoy it after
okay.
after
yeah, I
he.
think I remember that. Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
Ruthie was a savage. Like she was like, no, I
So
want
she-
him to become a good person, and then I'm gonna kill him.
So she basically
Like-
does it perfectly.
Yeah,
She does her
but
plan
well, in
right
the
there.
ending, she doesn't kill him. She just knocks him over the head.
Is that not a kill? Is that
No,
not a kill?
I saw a podcast with Tom King. It's
No,
not
she
a kill.
kills him.
No, it's a knock over the head.
Oh yeah, no, it's a knock because
Pretty much like saying like screw you,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. See, so
Oh.
he falls here. He puts his hand on his face.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
Does it say that she kills him? I thought she
Nope.
killed him.
No, it looks like he did. She did.
So that doesn't say it was specifically.
It's like an old lady knock over the head.
That girl went ring.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like play as comedy. You know, she's
Yeah,
just
comedic.
like, ah,
I
screw
got
this
you.
guy.
I thought she killed him, which I
No,
thought.
that's what I
she
thought
killed him
too,
too.
but then I saw the clip. But yeah, so that was the line. I remember reading that line. I was like, Jesus, like Ruthie's going after this guy.
Yeah.
It's never. I mean, I guess that's the thing with good characters. They're never gonna kill the bad guys.
Yep.
You know, not really true good people. Which I thought that was like, damn, they really went for it. Like after he went through all that and actually comes out like a good person, he's like actually sorry for everything that he did. And then you're like, yeah, good. Now death to you. But I guess that would really messed up Ruthie's character. So.
He kind of would, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad she doesn't actually kill him, because at this point he's actually like served his sentence. So now they're gonna set him free, I
Yeah,
guess.
justice is served.
Justice is served, which is better than. I think there's a line too there, like justice is better than vengeance. And I guess we see it through. See, I love it. Like it's in the story, but it's not like explained.
The
You gotta
Google
dig deep.
AI overlord also confirmed that she doesn't kill him at the end. She just strikes him with her walking stick.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Well, it's not specifically explained.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's explained that she doesn't kill him. But it's open ended, and
Well, no, it's right there.
Huh?
You see, it shows it. in the-
Yeah, it shows it, but I mean that's a very fine detail. I didn't notice it because I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets hit in the face and he's like, shit.
well, it could be. It could be. Look, the armor's there. Let's not talk about the pictures. I might not put it up. But anyway, that's the book. That's the whole thing. That's what Supergirl is about. If you've seen the movie, you know that the movie is exactly like the book. It is beat by beat. The
You want
book.
to bet on that?
Okay, now
You
the
wanna
second
bet
take.
money on that?
But that was just the first take. So the second take, so the book is completely different than the movie. So now we have both takes. You know, and we can
Wow,
use.
that's very cheap on your part.
Yeah, I think about all possible outcomes.
No,
a
I know.
few things I just quickly want to point out. So, by the way, I had this pulled up too. So again, the writer was Tom King. He's a very well established writer in DC. Some of his popular works include Mr. Miracle, which I think we should cover. I hear a lot of good things about Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
He also did Division, which was used to inspire the WandaVision show. He did Supergirl, The Human Target. I hear that's another good one. That's a noir mystery, apparently. And he did Strange Adventures, and he also has a Batman run. And also the artist, what I found for her is that Bilquis Everly, like one of her most notable works is she worked on the Sandman comics.
Mr.
Oh,
Sandman,
nice.
So
That's pretty
I guess
give me a
they really
treat.
like her style
No,
for this.
if you've seen Sandman's art for his books,
Yeah.
it's like this, but like 10 times more obscure. Like a lot of blacks
Yeah.
used and stuff.
Tom King did highlight that this is part of the main canon. So, you know, this really happened. This is part of her Supergirl story now.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. And also, like I said in the beginning, you know, DC didn't even have hopes of this being a thing. And then that's why it was 8 issues. And I think it's funny how when James Gunn became the new boss at DC, this was one of the books that he loved. So, as you guys know, now it's going to be a movie. And after that, now we even have a hardcover version of this because of the movies, because of James Gunn. initiative. So I think that's really cool. And then the last thing I want to point out is that one thing that we see in the trailers for this Supergirl movie that's completely missing from the comic book, this is completely new for the movie, is Lobo. Lobo, played by Jason Momoa, is going to be in this movie. So I wonder how they're going to incorporate him. And because what character is he going to play? What role is he going to play, you know?
That's true. I don't know anything about Lobos. I don't know who that is. Is he a good guy, a bad guy?
I wish I knew more about DC, to be honest.
He's just a immortal bounty hunter.
So he could be part
he
of the
rides a
bargains.
motorcycle.
Yeah, he could be part of the bargains. I think there's going to be... Brigands. I think... again, this is only based on this book. So I think there's probably going to be a lot of characters that are not in the book because there's only like three characters in this book, really. Like three main characters. Yeah. Supergirl, Ruthie, and Creme. So obviously he's going to probably fill it out with more characters to make the story a little more complicated. And the other character is Superman, which I thought Superman was going to make an appearance in this run. Superman does not appear at all.
He's in the movie.
Which I love. Which is great because this is a Supergirl story, so just keep it like that.
Yeah.
But
one change I noticed is Creme, right? So if you look up Creme for the movie versus Creme in the book, it completely different.
Does not look the same at all.
People saw it when the first trailer came out, and they were like,
Where's Creme?
Oh yeah, dude.
You seen him?
There, you need to put this on pause.
Yeah, blow up a picture right here. Okay, so that's Creme.
He looks like
looking like a discount Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy.
This might be bad criticism, but this is not a James Gunn movie. James Gunn is not directing it, but this guy off the top reminds me of one of the bad guys from Guardians 2. You know, from the gang.
That was Ego.
No, one of the bad guys from like the gang.
They follow pirates. Yeah,
one of the pirates.
Yeah, there he is.
This guy straight up looks like a character from Guardians.
That's crazy. That I mean, you say that James Gunn is not directing it, but he's the head of DC. He's producing this movie, so he's probably has he has a lot of influence. In this movie.
I'm not gonna lie, Supergirl looks like Guardians.
The trailers give it a little vibe.
Yeah, especially they're going with the old school music and some of the color grading and stuff like that, and the humor. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like Guardians, Yeah.
The movie is directed by Craig Gillespie.
What else has he made?
He's an Australian film director. Apparently, he has done Cruella, I, Tonya, Dumb Money, The Finest Hours. I don't see any. That's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. There's other things, but they're not popular, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think this movie is probably heavily influenced by James Gunn.
Yeah, you think?
I mean, it kind of looks like a James Gunn movie. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, because he made Superman, he probably worked very hard for this movie to feel the same, and it does.
I think. He's the Kevin Feige of DC, so he had notes.
And he's a director, but the difference is Kevin Feige is not a director. Mm-hmm. So James Gunn will have a lot of influence over the directors. So I wonder how much influence he's having on these movies.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, the first trailer, I'm not gonna lie, I was not impressed by the first trailer. The second trailer flipped me. I liked everything about that second trailer. And I'll be there. I might not be there opening night. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Maybe that weekend when it comes out.
Yeah,
this weekend coming out.
Yeah, and now that we've read the book and we even did a whole breakdown, we could make another pod on after we watch the movie and just break down all the differences and maybe the differences that we liked, the difference that we didn't like, the things that kept the same that we did like, not like.
From experience, I'll tell you, it's one of those situations where you read a book, then they come out with a movie about the book. And then you just don't like the movie because it's not the same.
Yep.
And a notable one for me, I've told you this earlier, but Jeff, you know about this. When they did Love and Thunder and they did Gore the God Butcher's storyline.
Don't get me started. Do not get me started on that.
Listen.
Pun intended, they butchered one of the best Thor stories ever written. We got to do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
next. I don't know, but like.
No, yeah, for sure. So
Oh my god.
the thing is, we were so like I remember me and Jeff watched Love and Thunder, and we were so like peeved about it that we're like, you know what? Let's freaking get the real book. And dude,
I read
That-
it before I watched the movie.
you did? Oh, I read it
Yeah.
after. I read it
That's
after,
why I
and I
was
was
like-
so pissed.
I was like, "There's no way they're gonna do all this."
Yeah,
Like,
I like to delusion myself to be like, this is the movie I saw, not.
The-
not
Well,
what it is.
then it's bad in two parts. It's bad that it butchers the original, and then it's bad because it's just a bad movie.
Yeah, yeah.
to me, Gore the God Butcher story in the comics, that Thor storyline is like the No Way Home for Thor.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Really good.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
Sure. I mean, do you guys want to do that? Like,
We
we
should
could break
do
that
this.
one down. I
We
mean, the
should
movie came
do
out a
it.
long time
I have
ago,
the
but
physical. I'll read it again.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think my
You
brother
do?
still has it. But
we could do an app on
Let's
that.
put it on the docket. Yeah.
Yeah, let's put it on the
put it in the queue.
put it in the queue. We'll get to the what is it called?
The
I have no idea what you're gonna say.
The storyline?
Yeah.
Thor and the, hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, it's okay.
I think it's just Thor, Gore the God Butcher.
And it's based on a one run.
Yeah, it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Okay, the iconic comic book storyline is officially called the God Butcher. That's when he has to
Yes.
face off
Yeah.
against the God Gore, the
Yeah.
God Butcher.
How many
It was
issues is
written-
that?
6 or 12.
Oh.
Uh,
That's very different.
yeah.
6
I
and 12.
think it was
okay, that's pretty
It's
sure.
6.
longer than this.
I
Okay,
think it
then
was
sorry.
6, and it was written by Jason Aaron. He's also writing.
Jason Aaron.
He's writing Absolute Superman right now. He's like
Oh,
one
wow.
of the goats. Jason
Nice.
Aaron is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right. Well, we're an hour and a half in, so let's conclude this. Overall, if you're still watching, thank you for sitting down through our breakdown. I think this will probably be entertaining. Again, if you read the book, if you haven't read the comic, if you watched the movie, if you haven't watched the movie, thank you for watching. If you're still here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe to our channel and follow us on our socials. It's probably on the screen. Yeah, last words, guys? Any last words, George?
Gore the God Butcher storyline is 11 issues.
Last words?
Oh, nice. Comment, like, and you put me on the spot.
And that's it. I killed George. All right.
Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Peace out. And cut.